I'm increasingly baffled by the designers at Daban. They're fixated on one selling point, neglecting overall quality. They'd rather create a gigantic particle cannon, huge in size, vibrant in color, and with incredibly smooth transformation, than make the fragile main body even slightly more sturdy. This toy looks fantastic on the surface, but it's incredibly tiring to play with. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Model Express channel. We previously posted a comparison video of the Daban 8833 and VT High New. Today we'll be reviewing the product. Like the previous 8836, the 8833 comes in a suitcase-style package, and the price has increased to nearly $60. It has to be said that Daban's recent product pricing has been far too expensive. Many consumers were quite disheartened when the price was first announced, so for products from such an overconfident manufacturer, it's best to wait for a price drop after watching the review. The model includes 59 runner frames, including the base. Compared to the similarly priced 8836 Red Dragon, while the number of parts isn't as high, the proportion of large parts is significantly larger. All parts except the base are pre-painted, with both matte and glossy metallic finishes. Some runner frames also feature multicolored effects, resulting in a very good overall appearance. The remaining brightly colored parts almost all have a matte finish, which makes the details and sharpness of the parts very clear. However, on larger, lighter colored parts, imperfections such as dust, particles, and paint chips are very noticeable. Daban's main selling point is the large number of pre-painted parts. Almost every part has a paint job, but none of them stand up to close scrutiny. The Mega Particle Cannon's battery box comes in separate packaging, along with a soft wire for the connecting cable and a large decal. Overall, there aren't any particularly outstanding features, but it gives the impression of a large quantity and plenty of features. After a difficult N hours, the model itself finally appeared before everyone. To be honest, I'm quite satisfied with the MB design this time. The angular body doesn't look bulky. The main color scheme is also relatively simple. The design of the High New Gundam is truly hard to go wrong with. Next, let's disassemble the backpack to take a closer look at the main body. The main body's appearance is also simple and clean, although the number of parts isn't actually that many. In terms of the assembly experience, apart from the head, no cutting or enlarging of holes is needed. However, due to the thickness of the paint layer, the assembly feels a bit tight. I don't recommend forcing it during assembly. You should still work on the parts as needed. As for the head, which is a bit difficult to assemble, the main problems are with the chin and the purple parts on the top of the head. The chin will automatically spring back after installation if the paint isn't sanded, and the purple antenna parts are too tight to install. The head's design differs significantly from the original MB version, but compared to other Daban products, it's at least not a disaster. The panel lines are relatively clear, the mask isn't crooked, and there aren't large gaps. For Daban to produce a product like this is already a miracle in the model kit community. Overall, the model feels quite cohesive. Although there are many small, separately colored parts, they are fairly secure once assembled. The issue of parts falling off is particularly noticeable with the Mega Particle Cannon, but we'll discuss that later. Structurally, the inner side of the upper arm, the connecting joint of the leg, and the ankle all use the infamous PC material. This results in the three most important joints being very weak, not entirely lacking in support. Raising the arm and kicking the leg forward or backward still provides some damping without external interference. However, this unbalanced feel, neither too loose nor too tight, is extremely uncomfortable for the player. While side kicks are stable, lifting one leg causes noticeable swaying. The reason is simple. The joints are sufficiently tight, but the structure is very small. This results in the strength of other parts, apart from these small connecting components, being completely inadequate. The tightness of the knee bend is also quite average. Since this product is a KO product that transforms a finished product into an assembly kit, the overall structure doesn't have a clear distinction between the skeleton and the outer armor. Therefore, it's recommended to reinforce it slightly during assembly. Reinforcing the structure after assembly will make it very difficult to find the correct positions. The waist has a wide range of motion, but it's also incredibly loose. Aside from the areas mentioned above, the rest of the body feels quite solid. I won't elaborate on the areas without issues, but I'll now discuss a few interesting structural features. There's a section extending outwards on both sides of the body, increasing articulation, but you'll notice the right handholds are a bit loose. When bending over, the lower cockpit parts exhibit a very subtle linkage. The knee bends through a multi-segment armor linkage structure. Unfolding it feels a bit loose, as mentioned before, but bending it feels very smooth. The main body has a lot of unfolding features. Pulling out either of the two purple parts on the shoulder armor will unfold the other. The inner layer has parts with metallic paint as decoration, but the retraction feels a bit clunky. The external structure of the left forearm can be opened to store the beam saber hilt. The right forearm unfolds similarly, hiding a muzzle unit inside. The front skirt armor can be pulled down a bit, with a very smooth feel. The nozzle units on both sides of the knee can be pulled out slightly. The purple calf parts can be drawn downwards to extend a section of the lower leg. The front and rear outer armor of the lower leg can be lifted, and the unfolding features seem quite similar to the RG Manatee. That concludes the main body's content and gameplay. The appearance, design, and playability are all quite good, but the joints are just too soft. It can stand independently without any equipment, and even stands very stably. Now let's talk about equipment and accessories. Let's start with the most basic items. The color scheme of the shield is nice, which I like. It can be replaced with a moldy shield, which is the most criticized one. In comparison, I feel the paint job of the moldy shield is better. The color scheme of the rocket launcher is also very exquisite, and the front of the muzzle can be folded, allowing for the common telescopic design. The rifle itself doesn't have many unfolding options, but a cable can be mounted at the front and rear. This part is made of PC material. Next, let's discuss the backpack section, which can be divided into 4 parts. The backpack itself, the funnel, the fuel tank, and the central thruster. First, there's a small snap-fit connection between the backpack and the main body, making it very secure and unlikely to fall off. There are 2 ball joints connecting the nozzles at the rear. The central thruster has 2 sections of articulation but doesn't offer telescopic movement. The fuel tank connection uses a modular joint assembly, which normally shouldn't detach, but the first section of the fuel tank is particularly loose. The overall color separation is acceptable, but the component parts at the ends are prone to falling off. It's recommended to glue them in place. Then there's the interesting way to play with the fuel tank. Disassembling the middle section reveals a layered structure similar to a rocket launch. This is innovative, but logically, it doesn't make sense from a structural standpoint. Finally, let's look at the funnels and the base unit. First, the connection between the base and the backpack is very loose. There are 3 directions of movement, but only one is slightly firm. Also, the 3 funnels mounted on one side are quite heavy, and the joints can't support them at all. The connection between the funnel and the base is relatively firm, using C-buckles. The thickened paint finish provides a decent grip. However, after playing with them, I found the C-buckles a bit difficult to install properly, so make sure to align them correctly. While they're not easy to fall off, the grip is basically non-existent. The funnels swing around on the base and can't be secured at all. Next, let's look at the individual funnel unit. The overall appearance and color separation look very good, especially the interior, which has a large number of parts, so it basically doesn't require any further processing to achieve a very good finish and look. However, the articulation of the front and rear sections is ridiculously loose. It bends automatically with just a little shaking in your hand. It looks good, but the gameplay is terrible. It's worth mentioning though, that the kit includes a flying style connector for the funnel, which looks okay after installation. Why didn't they also include the firing effect parts inside the funnels? With the backpack attached, there's no hope of the main body standing upright on its own. The backpack is heavy and the waist and hips are flimsy, and the fuel tank is also short, making it completely insufficient to support the weight of the entire upper body. Even if it does stand up, it's wobbly and unsteady. If you want to strike a decent pose, you'll have to rely on a support frame. Finally, let's take a look at the main body of the kit, the Mega Particle Cannon, which is part of the original accessory pack. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, this kit is really well made. The number of parts is comparable to the main body, and they come in various sizes. While large size isn't unusual, achieving such detailed color separation within that size is truly rare. That's why I said the cannon is the main body of this kit, and the High New Gundam is just an extra. Regarding articulation, let's start with a few simple points. First, the front part, which serves as the grip structure, can rotate. The upper rear panel can be lifted, and the grip section at the end can be rotated out. The transformation process is also quite simple. Let me demonstrate how to transform. First, pull out the magazine-like structure at the rear to unlock the middle of the muzzle. This area is quite tight, so be careful not to break it while unlocking. Next, lift the upper front panel to allow the entire front muzzle unit to fold and move to the rear. Then fold the panel inwards and securely fasten the unit to the rear. This transformation is really fun. Next, the outer armor on both sides of the rear can be unfolded. Unlock it and fasten it downwards to reveal the original internal structure, while the entire cannon structure is firmly locked. The visual style of the rear half of the cannon completely changes from the outer armor to the inner structure, with more beautiful details and mechanical structure. Finally, stretch the front of the muzzle, and the transformation of the Mega Particle Cannon is complete. This large volume telescopic structure transformation is incredibly satisfying, and the gameplay experience of this cannon is truly amazing compared to the base model. Finally, the battery compartment's color separation is also meticulously detailed, but I'd suggest adding a decal for an even better look. It can accommodate a flexible wire cable for connection to the cannon. There aren't many posing options when the main body and the cannon are together, but the size is truly exaggerated. Those who appreciate size will likely love the effect. Okay, that concludes this product review. It's another KO product that includes the Gundam itself with the accessory cannon. What do you all think? Please subscribe to my channel, like and share. See you in the next video.